I said, I do it for my country. I'll do it for SPG. I'll make any sacrifice once you call me. Yes, I do it for my nation without reservation. Just tell me where and what, and I'll be on the spot. Because I love my country back. She is my all. I love my country back. I'll answer when she calls. No one can dissuade me. No one can discourage me. No matter how hard I do what she asks, 'cause this is my heart. You would never be your brother's keeper. And all you man enough to become freedom fighter. Will you sacrifice for someone else's future? And will you give selflessly without getting back paid? Someone asked me not long ago, how far would I go? And if I think I had the courage to be a hero, I said, I'll do it for my country. I'll do it for SPG. I'll make any sacrifice once you call me. Yes, I'll do it for my nation. Don't hesitate. Just tell me where and what, and I'll be on that spot. Because I love my country back. She is my all. Yes, I love my country back. I'll answer when she calls. And no one can dissuade me. No one can discourage me. No matter how hard I do what she asks, this is my heart. Because I love my country back. She is my all. Yes, I love my country back. I'll answer when she calls. And no one can dissuade me. No one can discourage me. No matter how hard I do what she asks, this is my heart. Because I love my country back. She is my all. Yes, I love my country.
It's 7 minutes after 8. It's the 9th of the 4th month. If you're having a birthday today, not a birthday, celebrating your birth date. Yes, date. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's a beautiful day, and getting into the afternoon and the night is there. Is anything stands out in your mind about this day? Of course. I want to use the opportunity to thank all the Vincentians, wherever you are, wherever WFM is being heard. We want to thank you for your support on June 9, 2021. Remember, Last Affair had its violent eruption, and we had a lot of persons who come together and made an effort so that we could be comfortable. So those persons who did that, including my sister, did that for me, Anne-Marie. We hope that you're having a wonderful afternoon, and we thank your Vincentian community in the States, wherever you are, who did make an effort to make us comfortable. We really did appreciate the effort. I am not in one of the best mood, so tonight is one of the nights I would never laugh for anything. Bobby didn't tell me I laugh too much, but sometimes we laugh after and with people. But I have a topic, but I'm wondering if I should go into that discussion. I might just keep it down low until. But hey, Wape, the ULP had their rally at the defunct E.T. Joshua Airport. If I was impressed, of course I was impressed with what Kingsley, the turnout. 95% of the persons who were there wore their red. and they wanted to be identified with the ruling ULP party headed by Ralph Gonsalves. And I listened to most of the presentation. I was not impressed with Senator Peters. I think there's a time and place for everything. I got a bit passionate with Curtis King because somebody did make a statement and say he made a statement about eater food and he was upset about that. But I hear him saying something the other night. I have a woman. I wonder who the woman is. 80 years want to run against him. I mean, come on. But Candyman, boy, you the energizer bunny. Candyman, you're really good at what you're doing. I shouldn't say I envy you, boy. I think that you are big say is a comedian and you prove your point. I heard you saying Saturday night, the people of East Kingston and Candyman behave bad. He said, look, we're going to win again. I said, tell Sandy, okay, all right, okay, I'll let you forward that. Look, what will we see? Candyman, you be joking. I mean, I was impressed with the amount of persons I see at the then E.T. Joshua Airport tarmac. I think it was properly organized. I saw the General Secretary, Julian Francis, is still making a political input there. Yeah. Julian Francis, you still play an important role, eh? I hear they bigging up General Secretary, and whole staff bigging up, and Candyman bigging up. And I have to also tell you that I was really impressed with the presentation by most, except Senator Peters and my elected parliamentarian, Curtis King. I think that when you're in a celebration mood, you have to forget about the partisan politics and try and get everybody included in the inclusive discussion that you're planning to have. But I was really impressed. And if I was Ralph Gonsalves sitting on that stage and looking on, definitely I would have concentrated that 6 in a row is possible. And if the Europe could bring out a crowd like what they did Sunday night and the election didn't call it, you could imagine when the election called it. It was just amazing. And we have to congratulate the people who came out to support their party. Watch. I passed the next morning for Spike to see the debris. I don't know who organized the cleaning. Oh, like the cleaning started as soon as the thing was finished. Everything was absolutely clean the following morning. I said, "Oh, you been here last night?" Boy, I tell you, it was impressive. And I came to a conclusion and say, hey, what happened? If I had to judge party support, what took place at the E.T. Joshua Airport tarmac, well, I had my doubt about 6 in a row, but Lord, I tell you, it is possible that you have to go win back the election 8-7. 8-7, because the quality person that is coming up against Carter's Dream, it could go 8-7 in favor of the NDP 9-6, okay? Because Senator John think that she's had the ascendancy to bring home back not win one seat. So, but I think I will concentrate where I should bet my money is next before the next election is gone. And if I want to win, I have to stick with the winning party, right, Candyman? So I think it could go back 8-7. Okay? Yeah. Possibly. You know, there a little grumbling here and everywhere that things are not happening and more could be done and blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that 3% swing vote is going to make any impact against the ULP. Yes, you heard people say 23 years, one man is prime minister and one party. It's a long time. 23 years in politics is a long time. But Dr. Gonsalves outlined the reason why the people continue with the ULP. And like I say, airport is my life. That is where I spend most of my time. And that international airport at Argyle is going to determine what's happening next election. Sanders is here and the creating an impact. And when I spoke last week about the issue of quality candidates, and I did mention some quality candidates who I anticipate might run for the NDP. If that takes place, the candidacy process will be a challenging one. And if that faction of frustration, which is manifested itself in some of the European supporters, come out, it may. Um, if you use the last election, 500 people stayed home without doing a vote. 500 people will not have vote for Camelo. But let's say 250 vote for Camelo. He could still come out the winner. Like I say, I heard the NDP and they're making lots of statement that Miss Velox is the candidate who's going to unseat Kamala Gonzalez. No, I don't think so. Pong for pong, I don't think that she has that ability and the qualities to stand up against the enterprising Kamala Gonzalez. But that's only like I said. If you want to send any comments or commentary, you can do that at 457-99-97. That's the number you can call, and you can take us down memory lane. What do you think of the government effort in the recovery process where we had that volcano eruption April 9th, 2021? I sat at the international airport today and I remember when the authorities declared the airport closed because we were having that ash fall. And I tell you, 500,000 tons of ash came out of Lasso Free. Do you really believe that ash reached as far as India? Yeah. I tell you what. And I went to Georgetown today and I look and I had all my glass down. In 2021, 2022, I had to put up all the glass, just like joke. And Vincent Chan must be given a round of applause for the effort that they showed and still showing to bring us where we are today. Michelle Fobson Nemo, the Commissioner of Police, then Colin John, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, who still is the Minister of National Security, the Ministry of Health, and all the radio stations who did what they had to do to make sure inform Vincent Chan here, there, and everywhere. One poster that stands out in my mind is God Sanders. He's now deceased from former manager of the Central Water and Sewage Authority. He did an excellent job. And I tell you, it's amazing to sit back and just look and remember what took place on April 9th, 2021. April 10th, I wake up, I go home and I sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I can't recognize what day. The whole place dark and grey. I say, hello, this is what we're putting up. I had to live without water for some time. I had to cope. And the effort by Carlos James then to move the people from North Leeward, that's an effort that I remember. I had a friend who was down there and she said he made an extra effort to make sure that she got up because she had and still having a problem with a disability, and he did make sure send some police officers to bring us safely to the port to get the community against them. So the effort that Vincent Chan, barrels come left, right, and center. People had food supplies, toiletries, and all kind of effort was made to make sure that we Vincent Chan home, who had relatives and organization, we had help from the consulate in Canada, Fitzhuggins. We had from the consulate light up the Empire State Building. He made an effort. It was a good combination of thoughts and what took place to where we are today. We have to say, thank God for the effort and thank God for the thoughts and prayers that people poured for us right here in St. Vincent and the Gurney. I went to Georgetown today, and it is really refreshing to hear people say hello. Hello, Kingsley, how you doing? So fine, thank you. I just enjoy this show, I said, which show you talking about? The Tuesday night show. And I'm going to say it again. It's a public service I'm doing. I've never been paid to do this program. While we have a sponsor and the sponsor is Basil's Charles. Basil Charles has a business downstairs in Cobblestone, one at Villa and one in Musty. And we want to thank him for continue to supply his monies to make sure this program is on air. It is being transported via the airways, complements WeFM. And the views expressed here is not those of WeFM nor our sponsor. The sponsor decided to sponsor the program because they realized that we have maximum listenership. So he put his money behind this program. And I am encouraged when people meet me and say, Kings, I enjoy the program. Some people say it's informative, some say it's about their companionship, some say it's just a program with a bit of laughter and a bit of twist sometimes, and they really enjoy it. And if it goes a long way, of course it goes a long way. But I often wonder why somebody will pick up the phone, dial 4579997, and make statement that is ill-informed. You have to think about WeFM. You have to think about me. You have to think about what you may say about somebody as an organization or organization. It is not good for people to pick up their phone and call any radio station, any talk program, and make statement that is not true. And last week, I left here a little bit disturbed because we had a caller, and I found out who the caller is, make some statements about former Speaker, Councillor Jomo Thomas and his chamber. And you asked me, so why are you coming to talk about this? Because Jomo Thomas called me. Yeah, Jomo Thomas called me and told me he's going to bring legal action against me for allowing somebody to call and making not friendly statements about him. I'm not going to repeat that. And I want to thank Frank De Silva. Frank De Silva, some of you may describe him as a character, but Frank De Silva is a well thought out person. I can remember a guy, I can't remember his name. I don't know if it's Ambrose, like Courtney Ambrose, right, Frank? Made some statement and said that he's going to take legal action against me for making some comments and commentary on Nice Radio. And when Frank got the tape, Frank listened to Frank said, Kingsley, you don't have one thing to worry about. I said, Frank, were you a lawyer? He said, boy, better than a goat skin lawyer. And today, that matter never really reached anyway because what Frank said manifested itself to be true. And I have to, let me tell you something. You always hear I mention my father. My father's name was William De Freitas, he's deceased. Born in Sanssouci and grew up in Mongoland. And he married to my mother who born in Sanssouci and grew up in Mongoland. And my father played a taxi trade when the taxi was looked down on as the only thing you could do when you jump out of school. Today, the taxi business is much more advanced because it has more people with better education and so do it, so they put in more effort into it. But my father was an encyclopedia. And anywhere he go, like he used to do when my nephew TC, right name is Alfred, take him anywhere, teach him to drive and inform him. And my father said to me, you see those two guys over there? And I remember, I never knew Jomo Thomas until he came back in St. Vincent and Grenadines. But I used to follow his writing on the Vincent paper, and my father used to make sure that we get the paper and read. And it had another, I think he's Blazer Odon's brother. He's a Rasta man today. My father used to always tell me he wanted to be alive when Jomo Thomas and that young man, Blazer Odon's brother, I can't remember his name, finish what they doing and become professional. My father died before Jomo came back home. And when Jomo came back home, somewhere along the line, we became friends, and I consider Jomo Thomas my friend. And I used to remind him that my father used to tell me, people used to say, you see them two guys there? But they're not going to look for hard work for do. They used to sell the paper and study and become what they are. Jomo Thomas told me something some years ago. I said, Jomo, how you became so successful in what you came out to do? He said his mother told him, once he continued to go to school, you don't have to pay no rent. So Jomo decided to study, 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 study. If you want to know how qualified Jomo is, ask Cameron Gonsalves his qualification. Jomo Thomas is equally qualified. And I had a job last night with a guy from Cameron Park, and we were talking from one thing to the other. So I mentioned to him that Jomo Thomas is a bit upset with me because somebody called it and make some commentary and Jomo think it was unkind. He said, man, do you want Jomo? I said, well, yeah, he's visibly upset. And you know, he said to me, in his poorly moment, what was said, I said, you will listen, that will anger anybody, because the man has a profession and he has a love for him. And I can't imagine if you have your battering ram or you have your obsession or some fiction between you and Jomo, I can't imagine you will pick up a phone and call a radio station, knowing that even though Jomo is not listening, somebody will tell you what was transpiring with the technology surrounding radio today. You can listen back things that happened even when Glenn Jackson used to be on the radio. And I often say to people, if you can say anything, well, old people tell me that if you can't say anything good, keep your mouth shut. And it dawned on me, and if you remember, I left here last week about 9:45, because I realized from all my own experience, not admitting that anything, but also from my own experience, I realized that strong words was used and they should not have been used. And for the thought of it, I'm baffled why people will call radio stations and make derogatory statements. I think I could remember hearing saying Jomo Thomas say, every day somebody could get sued on a radio station for comments or commentary they might make because they don't have the evidence to support what they say. And two persons come to my mind whenever I hear they say, oh, I'm going to make a statement, it is alleged. Jomo Thomas and Frank De Silva always suggesting that doesn't put a protection before or after what you say. And people, for some reason, should understand what is said and really cannot be taken back. It is already gone. And they will meet you and they will say, Kingsley, you're doing a good job, let's enjoy the program. But they will call and make statements to put the radio station in problem, me in problem. And if I'm disappointed, of course I'm disappointed. If I'm discouraged, yes, I'm discouraged. I have people who listen to this program, like Miss Freddie Valentine, who don't call, but no, she listens. If I say, well, this is it for me, they will say, man, you should come back. My cousin and friend, Val Matthias' mommy and Jacqueline Jordan, they understand the position. And I just can't understand why some people will call a radio station and don't want to be informative, provide some level of entertainment, or some companionship. You just want to call to be mischievous. And a prime example of that with her passion is Lavon. We've been quite tolerant to Lavon here. I mean, she never said anything derogatory, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It comes over kind of aggressive and anti-NDP and anti-progressive. But for some reason, man, if all they have any intention of doing that, Promise me, whether I continue here or not, that you would not entertain that sort of thought where you could call and say anything about anybody, and you don't have any evidence to suggest that. You may have evidence to stake your claim, but is it convincing and overwhelming enough to get a conviction on the accused person? Or is it strong enough so the person who is being taken before the court will be acquitted? You understand? And let's face it, talk radio insinuation become a habit. As soon as you get up at 6:30, you got some mayhem going on. When you go over to something to check something else, somebody booming someplace else. When you go up, so you hear some extreme view. When you come down here in mornings, you are activated mornings. Some people claim that they had the best Tuesday morning program at NBC. But let me tell you something. The king and queen of talk radio is WeFM. Glenn Jackson started that when Sir James decided to have a shake-up of his cabinet, and you say to Glenn Jackson, well, you say you're bad, sometime between 10 and 2, you and Glenn came with the shake-up program. And I tell you, that program was like an avenue where Vincent could call and Glenn will pick up the phone and get information. One person that Glenn used to call often was the then Honorable Monty Roberts. Could never forget that. At one time, people thought that Monty Roberts was going to make the switch. Never indicated that, but people should concentrate and say, Glenn, consistency with him. Do that. And we see other programs evolve from WeFM. They had a program called The World in Focus by Chester Connell and Stephen Joachim and Frank De Silva. Frank is good from 1 o'clock until 6 o'clock. The marathon, then it have the morning program, then it have the New Times program, which was my nice radio, Edgewater Lynch. People were and still consume for talk radio. If for some reason I didn't come here, they'll be ringing off the phone and ask, come on. One of the Kingsley, if he's sick, oh no, he wasn't scared of because of what took place last week. Why he ain't coming on again? So there is a niche for these kind of program. But while persons who host the program and the person who's in the technical room have to be responsible, its biggest responsibility is on the listener and the potential caller to remind themselves this relation is about business, and the business is transmitting information that are facts, not rumor monger. You listened to me last week. I disguised my language with the candidate I presented to the NDP. Call some names, you have to figure out who the persons are. And I just can't understand why some people who listen don't understand. If you call the radio station and you're going to make a bold statement, and I say to you, I know where you're going, but could you kind of disguise your language? I don't tell you, well, you will get the opportunity to speak, but remind yourself you have to be responsible with your comments. And I am disappointed. I am discouraged by people who set out to put a damper on what I like to do, because hello, it's over 5 years I do this program at WeFM. We got sponsorship. Sponsorship is for the pay for the running of the station and the air conditioning running and like that. I make a sacrifice to come here because I know to have people who listen to from my home talking Mongredon. A guy stopped me in Josh and he said, on tonight I walk in my graves. They might not like my politics, but I try my best to make my commentary with a level of impartiality. I make no bones about that. I am not a European supporter. I'm a European well wisher. And if there's things that benefiting the people of St. Vincent and Grenadines, which is being done by Ralph Gonsalves Europe, I'm going to concentrate on speaking on those persons' behalf. And when you try to be balanced and people say, oh, watch you, you talk from two sides of your mouth, you're like a razor blade, you're as stupid as it come. That's the kind of abuse I've been taking for the last 5 years here, you know. And to have people will sit, listen to the program comments, and don't want to be responsible with their thoughts. And then it will resonate with the management or the director, because you have board of directors, that we are taking a risk. And I mean, let me tell you something. I use this term for a long time. I kind of forget it because I didn't get complacent, but I think I got comfortable. When I say to have a group of people who call themselves Jews, I told you so. You don't know they exist. You feel like this out there because they want to say Jews. You take it a chance on Kingsley. But I'll remind you one of these days that I did it. Dr. Cleve Scott, Frank De Silva, the same Jomo Thomas who was offended by the comments which I made, are three main persons who used to encourage me to do. And when you asking me, Kingsley, you saw play on Jomo's program? Of course I have played on Jomo's program Voices for quite some time, especially the last Wednesday. What I used to do, I used to turn that program into an interview between me and Jomo. So we had the open forum, and I would question him and he will respond. And people used to enjoy that one. I remember Kenton Chance fitting for Jomo Thomas. And when you look at the views that Kenton Chance get, I can't second to get the amount of views that he got, what people actually used to enjoy the open forum. Okay? I used to enjoy it. And the reason why I left the open forum, my dear friend BC Slider made some comments about me. And I told Jomo to cut him out. Jomo, cut off the man now. And Jomo didn't think that cutting off said at the time was the right thing to do. And I wrote him and let him know that I'm no longer interested to sit on the program because Slider did abuse me. And when I was given a chance to do this program, I said Jomo was off really for some time. And I suggest to management and staff, let I do the first Tuesday, let Jomo do the second, I do the fourth, and let Jomo do the last. But Jomo eventually got his Voices program back so that it manifested itself in the way I recommend it to go. And somebody just sent a text and asked me, you remember he used to sit at the Israel program? Of course, Jomo sit on the. Will you ask me why did he discontinue? I don't know. Access it, Ryan. And I really can't understand. So if you listen, and I'm not flamboyant as I normally is, it's because I have that on my mind. Because Jomo called, and he was visibly angry with me. See, I allowed somebody to defame him and make negative comments about him. That's his position and how he feels about what was said by him. So I'm going to take the opportunity to make an apology to Jomo Thomas and his law firm. And Frank De Silva sent me that particular piece today. I listened back and I said, Frank is on to something. And I believe that all of us have some level of consciousness about ourselves. And it is what it is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a break and come back with Papadas, and then we will see where people go with the calls. I might just take a leave of absence early tonight.
Whatever you are celebrating, birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life, the place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an exquisite ambiance. We have a set menu and 3 a la carte menus to choose from, and we are flexible to all requests. We go above and beyond to serve you. Basil's Bar Kingstown, where it's more than just a meal, it's an adventure. Call for reservations at 457-2713.
It's Feedback with host Kingsley DeFreitas. This and every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. for 2 full hours, right here on WeFM 99.9. Join him as he brings different guests weekly on this informative and interactive program. It's Feedback. To be a part of the Feedback program, call us at 457-9997 or send us a WhatsApp at 457-9997. It's Feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back! Leave me alone. Oh, I beg you, come off me, boy. Come on, nigga. Oh, nigga. Go, mama, go, mama, go, mama. You tell me stand up. You tell me be strong. Hold up your head up high. Look up in the sky. You tell me hold on. Never let go. Do the thing that is right so that you will see tomorrow. You tell me hold up my head high. Brothers are reaching to the sky. Tell me don't cry, my son, don't you cry. Tell me all on my head high. No all of them who jealous I. Tell me be strong, be strong, be strong. Conscious youth, be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me trample me enemies, trample me enemies, trample them, trample them, trample them until they die. Oh, come on, lady, come on, lady. Mama. He tell me to love and not to wait, to go to them who will do bad to you. He tell me to rise up, all those who fall, put some helping hand, let them stand on their feet as tall. Tell me don't jealous nobody. Tell me don't thief no envy. Tell me do good, so that good will follow you. Tell me hold my head up high. No one let them who jealous I. Tell me stand strong as a lion. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies, jump on me enemies, jump on you, jump on she, jump, everybody, jump on them until the dead. Mama. Know why I'm strong as a lion. No oppressors can't keep me down. I'm not afraid, I'm not going to run. I'm gonna stand right here and face criticism. You tell me be away from hypocrites, all of them who know my secrets. You tell me it's them, only them, who can reveal it. And if I make a little mistake, I'm not conscious, man, is that I make. Just correct me, don't pull me down, don't press me on the ground. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong, brother man. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies, jump on me enemies. He want me jump on you, jump on she, jump, everybody, jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead. I'm gone now. Leave me alone. Oh, I beg you, come off me more. I knew a man, a kind-hearted man, goodwill towards mankind, love for everyone. Hezekiah was his name. He helped a lot of people. Many achieved fortune and fame, but one day he got in trouble, and he couldn't believe what he heard coming from the people. Hezekiah mad, oh Lord, so the people say. Hezekiah mad, he bad in every way. Hezekiah mad, he ain't belong in society. Hezekiah bad, they should lock him up, throw away the key. Hezekiah mad, the man is a fanatic. Hezekiah bad, all the police quick. You need a favor. Check Hezekiah. Never made a promise he couldn't fulfill. Not nothing too good for him to share. And when it came to people, that man didn't care. Yet when he made a little mistake, nobody wanted to give Hezekiah a break. Hezekiah mad, oh Lord, so the people say. Hezekiah bad, he bad in every way. Hezekiah mad, he ain't belong in society. Hezekiah bad, they should lock him up, throw away the key. Hezekiah mad, the man is a fanatic. Hezekiah bad, all the police quick. Look boom boom boy, look boom boom boy. The good things you do will follow you. But with Hezekiah, that was so untrue. Never pass you on the road. He would stop his motor car. Oh, in the trunk, put in your load. But one day, Hezekiah slipped in an argument against the neighbor. Hezekiah mad, oh Lord, so the people say. Hezekiah bad, he bad in every way. Hezekiah mad, he ain't belong in society. Hezekiah bad, they should lock him up, throw away the key. Hezekiah bad, the man is a lunatic. Hezekiah bad, call the police quick. Look boom boy, look boom boy. Ungratefulness will never end. That is why dog is still a man's best friend. The public days with ingratitude, they'll bite the hands, the very hands that gave them food. From a broken heart, Hezekiah died. In the cemetery, the same people start to cry. Hezekiah gone, God bless the man. Hezekiah gone, his name will live on. Hezekiah gone, he was a great man in society. Hezekiah gone, he gone to join the Lord Almighty. Hezekiah gone, long live his name. Hezekiah gone, he died with a lot of fame. Hezekiah gone, but we all should be ashamed. Hezekiah gone, oh Hezekiah. Hezekiah gone, Hezekiah gone. Look boy, look boy, look boy. Hezekiah mad, Hezekiah mad. Look boy, look boy. Hezekiah mad, Hezekiah mad. Look boy, look boy. Hezekiah, Hezekiah. I knew a man, a kind-hearted man.
Yes, that's what Dr. Alston Beckett Cyrus reminding you that you can do 199 good. Make one mistake, they beat you like a battering ram. Send your thoughts. I am not going to accept any calls tonight on this program. If you want to participate, send your thoughts on WhatsApp. We will decide if you're reading it or we're just going to beam it, okay? I am not in one of those moods where I could take on any abuse. I am not in any mood to put the radio station at risk for your strong commentary. I am just being really careful, like I'm expected to be. So I see the lines are light up. No, I'm not taking any calls tonight. I'm looking at the discussion on Facebook Live, and I will bring up some of them. And if they deserve being read, we will read them. If not, we will just ignore them for what they are. So if a WhatsApp coming in and you go over it, you could tell me if it was what I read, or you make a comment on it. But it is what it is. Somebody say on the Facebook list now that I am being muzzled. I don't know if I'm being muzzled. I'm being careful, and it have people who set out just to be mischievous, and I'm trying to prevent the mischievous thing. And if you who are listening, who have been in this kind of defensive mood, you know, is what I have to do. People call here all the time, and I say to them, be mindful that you have to disguise the language. Me, no spring chicken. I understand exactly what you're saying, if you're saying when you want to say it, but you have to disguise your radio language, because like I keep reminding people, what is said cannot be taken back. It's already gone. I don't have anything. I have no riches. So why should I allow you to call and put me in a compromising position where people could say, well, yeah, that biggest man there, we go deal with he. And it's not a good feelings to have, because it stifles me, and it make me feel like that, boy, you're not wanted here. You should decide this is it and move on to something else. Candyman, I know that you're listening. My friend think that I allow you to abuse him too. So I didn't think that. I think that we had some fun, but other people think that, and he was offended. So, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. And I tell you, let me say good evening to Anta. Anta, good evening. Know that you listen. I think that you understand me better than most people. And the effort of you calling, don't even consider doing that, because I don't want to say I'm biased to you. Let me say good evening to the people of the Republic of Barbados. Yeah, I don't understand things like that. And then we have persons who listen to us throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I know my sister listen. Let me say good evening to Crystal and Destiny. One of them I want to become like Rihanna. And we have a WhatsApp, so the man say you can read it.
We have two WhatsApp here. Somebody writes, man, you don't have anything to worry about. And secondly, somebody says, Kingsley, I appreciate you coming on every Tuesday night.
Well, appreciate you enjoying this in the program, but I have a lot to be worried about. I must, because the person who called, and I'm referring to Jomo Thomas. Jomo Thomas is somebody that everybody will tell you. This is not the word I want to use. It's the word that comes best to my mind. Because Jomo Thomas could defend himself. I read his article. I did Facebook post on my page about two persons who I figure had a level of impartiality, and who they were, Jomo Thomas and Panel Campbell QC. Go on my Facebook page and scroll along, you will see them there. And a man that I have had a little problem with an accident with Mr. Weeks. Frankly say, they even called me about it to get it sorted out. And I listened to Mr. Weeks here when he sat on the East Short Hand program, right, Willis? And I listened to him booming someplace on mornings. And when you listen to Mr. Weeks, you're better off informed. Candyman described him as the encyclopedia of talk show, where people could call and when you don't listen to Mr. Weeks, whether you want to say he's a European or not, he makes sense. And, you know, I heard a guy this morning making a comment, and I want to beat up on Dougie the Freitas too. You know. Dougie the Freitas is my cousin. I was listening to him on Saturday morning, and Dougie the Freitas, Dougie, something wrong with your head, you know. Dougie, I fell sick several times after taking the vaccine. Several times, about 3-4 times. I went to the Milton Keith Memorial Hospital. I spent 2 days, 3 days a week. Over a period of time, I spent about 2 months there. And every time I was being discharged, the medication that the doctor prescribed me on the ward, I got 95% of it. And I hear a guy this morning, me never charge him, but me just recognize the voice as Charles. Who Charles? Me don't know who Charles. Saying that there is absolutely no medication at the Milton Keith Memorial Hospital. But I could tell you something. I went there, and every time they discharged me, for $5 EC, $5 EC, I got 99% of the medication they prescribed to me. So I could speak from my experience and say I was fortunate to get the medication. So when I hear my cousin, the Freitas, Dougie the Freitas, making some bold and worthless statement about the Milton Keith Memorial Hospital, I'm not going to repeat the adjective that he used. I said to myself, what are we really coming to? Is politics how we so divided? Is politics how we so blinded? Or it's reality that there is much room for improvement at the Milton Keith Memorial Hospital? But even though that is so, should we air those frustrated, unguided comments on the radio, which is being listened to all over the world? Healthcare in any country will never be 100%. It will be always challenges. But Dougie the Freitas, I wish you could have called and debunk some of the statements you make on Saturday morning. And this guy Charles, I heard him this morning on Boom FM, making some statement about medication this and medication that and medication. Shady, I know you're listening. And you can't be blamed like the other person who just sat there and allowed this guy to just run off his mouth and say that there's no medication at the Milton Keith Memorial Hospital. Well, I could speak in a positive sense. I was there. I had 3 discharge time, and every time I left there, I got all my prescription through medication, which was prescribed to me by the doctors. So I could say that the effort to get me proper health care when I was hospitalized. Imagine I was at the hospital in Glasgow. My friend who said to me every last Tuesday, when he called me and I answered with a powerful voice, he said, where the home hospital? I said, so Glasgow, where you want me to play sick and go there? No, you have to have an up-tempo feelings. Sunday, I wasn't 100%. I stayed home from Saturday night until Sunday around 12 o'clock before I leave home. I'm a workaholic, but I wasn't feeling 100%. I don't know where that feeling came from. I sat there and I look at TV from about 6 until 12. When it's about time I go to the airport. I was script to one job, but I had to take some rest. Your body tells you when it's time for you to take some rest. And we have to learn to lift our game. Yes, you could be critical of something. You could be extremely critical, but your choice of words could be mild and get the message across. When I was small, me used to hear this saying, pig asks the mommy, why you about so long? You know, the mommy tell the pig, boy, son, you come, you go find out. When the pig let them born, they cute like a baby. As they get older, they're all out there. It's another saying, say, higher the monkey climb, more he expose everything. All them little things, they should resonate with people. When old people tell you, small donkey got big ears, he tell you, when you're going to talk something about people, about somebody, be careful. Depends on who you're around. A lady gave me a joke today. She said, Kingsley, I was home and I saw 2 children who related to me, related to her then. And they were behaving in a disorderly, and she decided to give them a cab. She don't have any children. You know what one child turned to and tell her, when I go make your own picnic for it, leave me alone. You can imagine we grew up in a community where you could have scold a child and say, man, you do better than that, mommy. Now, if you only go cab a child, she go tell she mommy and she daddy, and they're coming down with a 3C cutlass to plan your Africa. Me not put no mark up in me picnic, we not leave me picnic alone. So you see where the society becomes selfish. She gave me, I laugh. I know she cabbed the child and is behind because she thought the child was doing something. The only reaction the child tells she, when I'm gonna make your own picnic, you want to hit me? Because she don't have children. So I said to her, you know who you get it from? Is the child parents? Because they probably go home and go complain what you do. And to satisfy the child who making the complaint about the quote-unquote abuse, he must say that to the child, and the child repeat exactly what was said to him. I said, I'm suggesting to you, that's how we have to be so careful how we go about doing things, how we say things. And I mentioned something in a particular way. You interpret it to mean what you mean, or you understand it to mean by you. Not have any intention to hurt your feelings about my comments, but your interpretation might be what it is, and you'll be offended. And, you know, it's a weary thought that when you come and you have to confine yourself, like how I have to confine myself, and we can get the program as robust, full of the I would say the laugh contagious, because we want to be on the straight and narrow way. Somebody on the Facebook Live say that I must not allow people to confine my thoughts to a particular position. That is not what's taking place, you know. A call, make some comments about Jomo Thomas. Jomo Thomas called me and said that he's upset. Those are not his words, those are my words, with the comments that the person made, and he is concentrating taking legal action against me. I don't want that. And all I could tell that person, Jomo have a program called Voices. Try and call Jomo and I work out all the confrontation there. Me ain't in a position to be in a battle for you and a referee for none of you. Okay? I see we have no. Anta? No, I mean taking the calls. Yeah? No.
WhatsApp. Somebody. I was told to. I was asked to say who sent the message, as in terms of, man, you don't have anything to worry about. That's Frank Silva.
Oh, I told you today that I got a insult from Frank, and I mentioned him earlier. Frank have always been responsible in guiding me what to expect, because I can remember our friend Frank, Mr. Ambrose, Courtney Ambrose. Remember that guy? Yeah, I used to Kingsley, there's nothing to worry about. And so I suppose I really feel encouraged by your thoughts, but it is what it is. Anybody else?
All right, this is interesting. Somebody writes, you can't be doing a show and afraid of what someone will say. Now, your disclaimer supposed to be sufficient. What do you think about it?
But let me tell you something. I think about that today and I say, should I do a disclaimer every time before I take a call? That won't take up a lot of the time. So I did say earlier tonight that the views expressed are not those of WFM nor the sponsor. But that doesn't put me in a position where I could know what somebody is going to say. They could call and make something derogatory about you. They could call and make something. I have no control over that. But my thing is that I hope that people learn from this experience and we could continue to go back to some level of normalcy. Because let me tell you something, Kamal, if you know the amount of people who listen to this program and say, well, I had people up here last week program. I said, yes, I left a bit early because I was a bit baffled and was pleased with what was said. I put myself in Mr. Thomas' position and I felt his pain. And I don't want to have that experience anymore. But we're going no more tonight, eh? We're definitely going no more tonight. Mary, good evening. How is Marcus? I haven't heard you speak about Marcus. Send me a WhatsApp and let me know if Marcus and Destiny is okay. I know Alfred and Charlie and Trinidad is all right. So I'll just need, because Kamala, I have a plan for my sisters, 2 children. One is Destiny and one is Christelle. And I want to become like she just turned 60. She's a singer. What's her name again? I think my sister will tell me who her name is. And I want to become like Rihanna. Yeah. Rihanna sing a song here, like the 2006 million, I don't know. Yeah. What's this last lady who sing come on, what's her name again? She just turned 60 a while ago. Somebody say me what tell me who she is now. She just turned 60 and she has a guitar teacher in a song. Wrong features. You know, I just can't remember her name.
Yeah, I can't bring the name.
Yeah,
Somebody writes, good evening, Kingsley. You are such a humble person. Do continue to make the wonderful contributions to our nation's development. Blessing. I do not always share your views, but I enjoy listening to you.
But hey. Frank De Silva and I is a prime example of that. Frank called me Pip, Squeep, all kind of thing. When the Frank Coffee program, who picked the Frank to carry Frank home? Me, because Frank only driving night. We had a remain quiet from when I pick up my Star FM. I don't say anything to him. And that is it. Glenn Jackson used to come at the airport to look for me. He said, you think you're bad? I'm going to mash you up. And we have a rivalry. I mean, I like the rivalry. I like the rivalry. You guys have friendly rivalry. Jeffrey Providence brother. I show you this thing. When he comes to service, he makes sure come at the airport to look for me. I went on to Vince Power page today. I haven't seen him for a while, but I can remember the first time I actually met him in person. I haven't seen, I met Max at the Agriculture Airport. I see this guy over around. I said, who you be? When you me more? I said, oh, yes, Max. So I have great friends. Anta and I become good friends. I tell you, I used to see Anta dressed up in a red dress, like Ralph Gonsalves bodyguard. When I see she walk here, I say, no, my Anta is his best friend. I have 2 friends that listen to the program now. They don't call radio. Vabata's mommy don't call the radio. His sister don't call. But as soon as I reach outside, they just call me, because they have my cell number. We have our own little battle royal about ourselves. We don't get involved in the politics, but it is what it is. You have any WhatsApp there?
Yeah, we have some WhatsApp.
Yeah, go to the
still.
WhatsApp.
Let me do, here's one on Facebook, right? It says, Chair Kingsley, life has its up and down. You will get through this. Anyone who goes on talk radio puts him or herself at risk. Says that Jomo is one who believes in free speech, but he has himself, his family, and profession to protect, and this must be respected and protected.
I agree that that's a fair comment by that person, because you can call the radio, you shouldn't call the radio and say, I enjoy listening to Kingsley, but he's the worst taxi man ever. That's going to destroy my business. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand what the post is saying. You could make a statement and say, well, I came to service and I took this taxi driver who resembles and looks like Kingsley, but his service was not as good as I expected. That's a way to guide and to protect and encourage me to improve on what I'm doing. But to come out and make a blanket statement, like what was said last week, by this person, I know the person. I have physical conversation with him. When he sang this song, Two Less Friends, when he sang What a Container Move from the Port and the Mystery was in Mespo. That was a this guy calypso. What a calypso? One of the best calypso he ever sang. And at the time, I was friendly with Mystery Sister. So I said, wow, look how he found it exactly. See, the container moved from the port, and that was a mystery. Tell me exactly. But it's how it was said. You understand?
Yeah. Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman, somebody.
Say thanks to Philbert John.
Philbert John, aka my school teacher, Pigeon. Tracy Chapman.
Pigeon taught you in school?
Pigeon teach you who's in school.
Yeah, Pigeon taught me in school.
Pigeon is an idolized teacher. If you go down to South Central Leave or South Leave, Pigeon is like the master of all teachers. You know, that's a good way.
Wait. So it begs to ask the question: if Pigeon taught you in school?
No, he never teach me.
No,
I just making fun of Pigeon.
Oh, that's what I said, because it frightened me there. I was like wondering how old Pigeon be now.
Pigeon, I had a age, boy. Yeah.
But you know he's retired now, right?
Oh, I know he's retired. You know what I like about Pigeon? And I get to kind of take he gets off. And the It's Your Turn program on WFM, people used to enjoy Pigeon be the Muhammad Ali of WFM It's Your Turn program. Boxers sing like a Butterby.
Yeah.
But he has lost that flair. I don't know if his sister right and jamming in a corner, he don't want to humbug the world boss. So he soft like a cotton. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I can remember people to meet me, man, you hate Pigeon? I said, Pigeon, bad, like a scientific. No, when they ask me, hey, Pigeon, hate me, they say, who he? Man, I tell you, Pigeon, man.
Somebody writes here, overseas you have to pay for the medication. Only in St. Vincent we want everything free and don't want to pay taxes. If taxes, sorry. If you're sick and call the ambulance, you have to pay for it overseas.
Man, let me tell you something. Like I said, I was listening to my friend the other morning, my cousin Doug the Freitas. And one of his statements he made that he was trying to get some assistance for somebody who is very close to Nice Radio, who is hospitalized. And the daughter of the person said that they have a fee attached to transporting the person. Nothing wrong. Doug, he did make bold commentary that he did support and find the money to pay for the transportation. But I often wonder what is becoming of today's politics, boy. I tell you, I don't know why we are like that. Anyone what's up?
Yeah, blessings on you, bro. Yes, you are doing the right thing. By being careful of what others saying on your program. They will get away with the same thing on other programs. There's a quote here. So donkey head can't go on wedding table.
Yeah, well, old people say, "Kakosh hand and car in fall party." If you take a coach in fall party, we get the pickup. Never happen. Yeah, no. But I know that people who listen, they will say, "Oh, I don't like your program tonight. You're too lackluster. You're too a little bit more careful." Yeah, no, it's just my way in reacting to the caller last week. That man, you put a dump on everything. That is not what the program is about. But like the last WhatsApp I say, I have to remind myself I'm on radio. I have to remind myself that what is said cannot be taken back, and I have to remind myself I can't know what you're gonna say when you call. I have to do with my hand over the mouse to cut you off. Why should I put myself under that set of pressure just to make sure to have a radio program? You understand what I mean? Yeah. And so somebody just called and said, Tracy Chapman is this figure? Yeah, I want one of my nieces to become Ashiti Chapman and Rihanna. Okay.
We have someone here calling for an apology from your friend in Beckway. Remember he spoke about the PM dancing in the studio when the young lady got killed.
Oh, what's his name? Beckermate. Somebody said that they need to
apologize
to our Prime Minister. I took him down. We didn't speak any politics. He came in and I took him home and we didn't speak any politics. We're not that kind of friends, We're not that kind of friends. He's a friend. He's a friend I met through Jomo Thomas. Jomo Thomas introduced me to him. So I know, and he's a qualified person too. He's a legal counsel, and so we don't speak that kind of politics. So we didn't speak anything about that. I don't know if he avoided speaking about it. It didn't just cross his thought not to mention anything about that at all. Yes.
Someone writes, I'm into mass media, and if let me see. Let me read it. This is Kamal Kingsley.
Abbreviate it nicely.
I'm into mass media, and if he have a disclaimer at the beginning of his show, that covers the radio station and yourself.
No, but I have been hearing
it's not done. It says it will dissolve him of what. Well, it will dissolve you of what your participants may divulge. The best you can do is guide and disconnect.
Yeah, I agree that because I did say last week to the person, can you disguise your language? And after you think that he was getting overboard,
I had to cut
you
it.
chop him out whatever we use it is when 3C cut that, you just cut him out with it. Yeah. Yes, for all those persons who are listening, Janet Matthews, I know that you're listening, and I appreciate you not even making an effort to call because I'm not in any mood to take any call because as you noticed last week, I left a little bit before. And if you notice that I have demonstrated, come, I don't like that about me when somebody shake me fellas. I gone. I gone. What they say? What they say? The man who run from a fight live to fight the next fight. Something so they can't remember what they say. Yeah. So it's happening. So it's April 9th, 2024. 3 years ago, La Soufrière erupted. We had lots of eruption. Too much to... Who you up with? Craig, baby. What you up with? Okay. You need up with tonight?
No, it was just a suggestion, but I would not say. I'll tell you after the program.
I think Dova was up that Carla Douglas up with having your commentary and those persons. Yeah. And I know it, lots of them will be saying, oh, I listened to you last night, you did a bit stumble, what happened. 22 minutes after.
You can't go yet,
We over until 10?
You can't go yet.
Okay. So what we go?
We have people on the
what we gonna do?
Listening to you.
We just gonna take a break
let's take a break and
play some ads and and come back with Papadas. Okay.
Whatever you are celebrating, birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life, the place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an exquisite ambiance. We have a set menu and 3 a la carte menus to choose from, and we are flexible to all requests. We go above and beyond to serve you. Basil's Bar Kingstown, where it's more than just a meal, it's an adventure. Call for reservations at 457-2713.
It's Feedback with host Kingsley De Freitas. This and every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. for 2 full hours, right here on WeFM 99.9. Join him as he brings different guests weekly on this informative and interactive program. It's Feedback. To be a part of the Feedback program, call us at 457-9997 or send us a WhatsApp at 457-9997. It's Feedback.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Leave me alone. Oh, I beg you, come off me, boy. Come on, yeah. Oh, let me go, mama, go, mama, go, mama. Watch this. Tell me stand up. You tell me be strong. Hold up your head up high. Look up in the sky. Tell me hold on. Never let go. Do the thing that is right so that you will see tomorrow. Tell me all of my head high. Brothers reaching to the sky. Tell me don't cry, my son, don't you cry. Tell me all of my head high. No all of them who jealous I. Tell me be strong, be strong, be strong. Conscious youth, be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me trample me enemies, trample me enemies, trample them, trample them, trample them until they're dead. Oh, come on, lady, come on, lady. Mama. He tell me to love and not to wait. So good to them who will do bad to you. He tell me to rise up, all those who fall. Put some helping hand, let them stand on their feet as tall. Tell me don't jealous nobody. Tell me don't thief no envy. Tell me do good, so that good will follow you. Tell me hold my head up high. No one let them who jealous I. Tell me stand strong as a lion. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me trample me enemies, trample me enemies, trample you, trample she, tramp, everybody, trample them until they're dead. Oh, mama. Know why I'm strong as a lion. No oppressors can't keep me down. I'm not afraid. I'm not going to run. I'm gonna start right here and face bitter season. You tell me be away from hypocrites, all of them who know my secrets. You tell me it's them, only them, who can reveal it. And if I make a little mistake, I'm not conscious, man, is that I make. Just correct me, don't pull me down, don't press me on the ground. The man with the anger, he tell me be strong, brother man. The man with the anger, he tell me don't run. The man with the anger, he tell me hold on. He tell me jump on me enemies, jump on me enemies. He want me jump on you, jump on she, jump, jump, everybody, jump on them until they dead. He want me jump on them until they dead.
Yeah, the song is a powerful song. You know. Patrick tell me he never heard this song till he came on here. This, but I choose not to believe Patrick, but it's a beautiful song. The time is St. Vincent and Grenadines compliments Basil's Bar. It's 9:30, and we are at WeFM. We are located at Windy Point, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Frequency assigned 99. All those sponsors having their own discussion on Facebook, our Facebook page at WeFM 99. We really appreciate you.
So we only have like another 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. We want to hear. Yeah.
You see, it's the folks got to thank me tonight. Because if it left to you alone, you're gone.
Yeah, but now you're ready for go. Yeah.
Anyways, we got some WhatsApp here. We got a WhatsApp. All right. So this person writes, to the person who said the work or are associated with mass media, let him know Kingsley's cousin has disclaimer on every program.
Yes.
Right. It didn't stop him from being sued.
Exactly.
Good night, Kingsley. I missed the opening portion of the program. I don't know what was said, but while I agree, you have to be responsible. Let me read it again. It says, while I agree, you have to be responsible in what you say or what callers may say. Don't be so guarded that the program loses its essence. What I suggest is you tell callers to be responsible, to protect you and the station when they call.
But that is what I expect them to do. But hey, my friend who called last week, he appears and he should be a responsible person. After telling him this guy is his language, he still went on to be reckless.
Mm-hmm.
So how could we sit here, take a caller, and anticipate what the caller going to say? I'm a mind reader now. And as the prophet say, we hope that people could be responsible.
Well, finishing this, it says, when they call, if you find they are going in a certain direction, just cut them off.
Okay, right. So I make sure I could cut this tonight. Yeah.
Let's see. Here's another says, good night, Kingsley. Good night, Mr. DeFreitas. I'm a regular listener to your program. However, I have never called.
Well,
you are doing a good job and don't let anyone discourage you. God bless. He who fights and runs away shall live to fight it.
I was trying to find out one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait, how was I laughing? Yeah, that one at least brought me to laugh. I want to tell me laugh is contagious. But Bobby, always tell me that, I'm going to take this.
You want to take this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hello, good evening.
Wow.
Hello. Hello.
Hey Siri, call WeFM on WhatsApp.
Good night, Anta.
Yes, Kingsley. Good evening. Good evening, Kamal. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. I'm listening to you. Yes. Hello.
You need to listen to the radio. You need to listen to us. Your phone.
Yes,
Your phone.
I am. Okay, let me turn down the Alexa, volume down. No, I'm not even near the device. Yeah, I'm listening, but I don't know what's happening. I'm getting a feedback. Yes, Kingsley.
Oh, yes.
You know, I'm listening to the phone. You want me to hang up and call back? Because I'm not near even to the device. Alexa, stop. Okay. Hello?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay. Okay. I stopped that comment so much. Yes, Kingsley.
Alexa, behave yourself.
Once he hear my voice, man, he would laugh. I'm in his corner. He knows that. You know, Kingsley, these things will happen, and you don't have to beat up on yourself. One thing that surprised me is that Mr. Thomas is entitled to his feelings, you know, and he's human and he can get hurt. But the kind of friend that you and him supposed to be and is that was his first reaction should be a threat and not a warning?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, to call you and to tell you that is just to put a damp on your spirit. I would call you and take you to task, but I would have never used that you unless you were being, you know, I mean, well, with me, that I say, okay, I'll do what I have to do, but that being his first reaction.
But
Because if he,
I tell you something, Anta. Anta, when Jomo called me, right? Well, come, I'm gonna tell you when I left here last Tuesday, I was not the same person who when I came in. Over the last,
and you know, I realized that.
yeah,
right?
over the
You know
last
that
couple
I
of days,
realized that.
and when Jomo called me, that was even worse. All
Of
kind of
course
thoughts
it would be,
run
yeah.
through my mind because hey,
Mhm.
my father is the person who responsible for me knowing Jomo Thomas. I met Jomo Thomas before I actually meet him in person. I used to read about his article, and my father told me that he wished when Jomo came back from the state, he would be alive to meet Jomo because he's one of the person who used to support Jomo to buy his newspaper and blazer with his brother. You remember it's at a gas station right opposite the courthouse. That's where Jomo used to
Yeah,
go
of
and things
course,
like that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Actually, Hans King father was the first person used to sell bread and chicken next day. Back to $1.
yeah.
I was selling at the time.
So I'm not suggesting that people could call and beat up on Jomo and say all kind of negative thing about Jomo.
No, no.
And
I'm
because
not
it is
doing
said
that.
here,
Not at
Jomo must
all.
look the other way.
No.
But
No.
I just feel that as you say,
As a friend,
yes,
his first reaction
Because
should not be a
because I
threat,
took a guy
you know.
to Camel Park last night, Anta, and we were speaking from one thing to the other, and I pretend that I didn't know who Jomo is. And he said, "You crazy? You're the Jomo defender?" I said, "Wow." And
That's what I'm saying to you.
it's
And
have a guy out Georgetown now listening, Anta, his name is Trevor Forbes. You know, he tell me earlier, he said, he used to go to church and you appear to be from a Christian nature. But he said, I noticed since you become very good friends with your friend, you has question and you show you ain't coming an atheist. I said, no man, I ain't coming no atheist. So that's the kind of influence Jomo has on me. Yeah.
But listen, I know how you feel because as you say, we talk and I get to know you, I get to understand you. And I know how you feel.
Yes.
That should not have been his because of the friendship. I don't think it should be his first reaction.
Yes.
Good night, Fatin. At least an apology or say, why did you allow him to go on? But I know I feel for you. That should not have been his first reaction.
So if for some reason I'm missing in action in the future, you will know why, okay?
No. Listen, you can't do that. No. No, you can't do. No, man, you can't make one person make listen, my short friend, we talk every night. And right where she right there now, she listen. She don't tell me, don't expect me to call now, don't call me after 10 o'clock. You can't do that. And I'm glad that Kamal kept you there. No, you can't make one person the toy.
So and you have to cheer up his spirit because listen, if I didn't keep him here for this long, you would not have been having this conversation with him on radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
so make him laugh. Make him
Yeah.
laugh. Make him laugh. Make him laugh.
Yeah, I know. Kingsley called me up here.
Okay, I'll do that.
He only playing hard that he doesn't want to laugh.
Okay. So I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, all right.
One thing, Kamal, he listens to me. You want to do it, but then he can't. He's all right. All right. Have a good one.
All right.
right.
Yeah. The time in St. Vincent and Grenadines is 20 minutes before 10. You listen to WeFM. We are located at Windy Point, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you hear us live at our Facebook page, live on the air, and you may say, well, how you take Anta call? Anta is a personal friend. All of you are friends, okay? So don't be jealous. It's just that I figured that she's consistent and I give her serious consideration. Okay, so that's it. So
I noticed I got a WhatsApp here. I don't even know if I'm supposed to just tell you after, or you need to ask your sister.
Need to talk to
And
she worried?
I know I'm seeing a WhatsApp here, so I don't know if I'm supposed to read it on air. I know she's listening.
Don't read that yet. Don't read that yet. Marcus, come back, Marcus, man. Okay, Marcus, when I have somebody else to plan for. Let me see what he be. I think I want he come an FBI agent. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
A nice bouncing baby boy. I know someone else to call me uncle.
But
Well,
I didn't even have to read it. But anyways, it says good night, Kingsley and Kamal. Marcus got a bouncing baby boy, 7 pounds, 13 ounces.
Yeah.
The
But
girls are 20,
here,
Crystal, 17 years old, respect.
Camilo, Mr. Kamal, I don't have any siblings at the moment. My only son died, right? So if Marcus bring me a bouncing baby boy to call me uncle, make that. Marcus, do me a favor now. Give one out of them two names, Kingsley or Trevor. Your mother will tell you exactly which one. I prefer Trevor though. Okay? Right.
But you see, Kingsley, now you're living proof. You're living proof to society why you should not just have one child.
Boy, hey. Let me be honest with you. My mother bring me up too guarded.
She was too guarded.
Yeah. That ain't person ain't good enough for you. That person ain't good enough for you. Show that person.
Also, she was trying to choose for you.
No, not true to me. She was just trying to point me in the right direction, but the direction ain't really work out so right.
So you did eventually pick somebody who she recommended, and that didn't work out.
No. I had a fiancée from Mexico, who's my child mother. Her name was Fiona.
No,
right?
but you said the mother used to say that one ain't good.
But my mother had a girl that she like the honest for me. I'm married with no honest.
And you didn't like that girl.
She was a little bit too hot for me.
She was too hot for you.
Yeah, I couldn't keep she one place. I promise I follow I'm gonna go laugh, but half a laugh. Yeah. But you know what was amazing? Come on. My son, he was 29 years old. After he lost his life on the 13th of September 2023, he was buried on the 24th. So I went to see him at the funeral home. I met a lady who I know he was friendly with.
Mm-hmm.
I never know her name. We used to call her B. I never B for beautiful or B for big, but
she was big and beautiful.
No, she was slim.
Oh,
yeah, she was slim,
okay,
and that was his girlfriend that I know. But you know the other 3 girls was his girlfriend too. so I said, who you mean? I said, Junior girlfriend. I said, who you mean? I said, Junior. I said, shut up, boy. You must say your daddy.
So he didn't take up his father, certainly.
No. Come on, let me tell you something. what time when you grew up, our parents was really strict, My sister who listens go tell you that. Parents been really strict. They can't ever laugh too hard. Go to the place, you play band, two man can't live. My father tell me two man can't live in the same house. No? Let me give you a joke earlier. I tell you, I know this lady who cover child related to her. Child related to her brother. Child. And she don't have any children. Each child just to see. Where can be for? Go and have a picnic for yourself now. So, you see how that what when we were small, right? Come on, when you see a woman impregnate, we just say, God has sent baby from heaven. Then I come down. Like when they tell her how Jack and Jill went up the hill, and they fall down with a pail of water. Far from the truth. So when you really remember me sing a song and say, Columbus really like truth, So he be in 1948. That's why he's so many fires, Boy, we go through something when we in school. They tell me a volcano in school does erupt every 13 years. But the last time the volcano before April 9th was 1979. My father told me first Europe in 1902. And it had one in 1971.
He had one. Yeah, he had one.
Yeah. So sometimes I don't know if the old time days or really days for me to rejoice about, because it's amazing to see how we things change up. But I am still of the old school that flogging a child, what we just say, beating them. Now it's time and whip, though, because when we get to time and whip, we just say we go beat after. Oh my Jesus, Lord! You could imagine you get beat with time and lip and you have to go beat, and your skin get some open cut. Nah.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
60 minutes, 30 seconds before 10 o'clock. It's time for us to take 2 steps to the rear and get out of here. And I want to thank all you persons who listen to us up on the Facebook page there, people who listen and people who wishing us well. We will see you. The program is adjourned. Saturday. And if you follow politics, you know what that means. Okay? I'll have a great night. Regard.
Whatever you are celebrating, birthdays, anniversaries, engagements, retirement, or just celebrating life, the place to be is at Basil's Bar Kingstown. Established for over 38 years, we are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner